Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this beautiful snowy day outside. We're actually getting snow here in Columbus, Ohio. So, welcome to the Ask the Expert show. And today, our special guest is we're bringing Rio back, talking about his Thanksgiving Trade-A-Thon. Let's get Rio on here. Rio, how are you doing, my friend?
What's going on? But hey, man, I'm gonna have to say this. Your other guests are gonna get a little jealous of us, buddy, because this is my time. But hey, man,
hey, I'm okay with that. Let them be
you're
jealous.
okay. I'm cool with it too. I'm fine with it as well. But that's good. But hey, man, everything is cool, man. Glad to be back on.
That's awesome. So obviously, we're going to be talking about your Thanksgiving Trade-A-Thon and stuff, but we're here right after Thanksgiving, the Monday after Thanksgiving. And first off, just how was your Thanksgiving with COVID, like the COVID Thanksgiving? Did you guys do anything exciting?
So Thanksgiving, no, did nothing exciting. Absolutely nothing. Really just listened to what the CDC said, stayed in the house, didn't go around anybody. Because normally here, on Thanksgiving for about the last 10 years, I would be volunteering at one of the homeless shelters.
Okay.
And so with COVID, it stopped that whole thing, and so that was another reason why we really wanted to do the Trade-A-Thon and do the turkey giveaway, because we knew we weren't going to be able to do that. So, so stayed in the house, and I don't eat turkey. I don't eat meat, period. So
what?
What
did you have, like tofu or something?
No.
Are you a tofu turkey guy?
I am not a tofu guy. Here's the truth. Tofu turkey, I would try it, but actually, I had salmon and shrimp, and the other sides like dressing, and so it was great. It was great. But yeah, but what about you, man?
Yeah, well, I mean, we did visit some of our family. It was very small. Normally, it's like 40 people, but it was just like immediate, like mom and dad type of scenario.
Yeah.
Went to visit the in-laws, and my wife had to go more vegan. She's eating more vegan now, so she didn't eat turkey neither.
Man, I'm not that hardcore.
So now your Thanksgiving though, Rio. I heard a little rumor that Thanksgiving kind of had some backfire on you a little bit there. What, like a refrigerator or something going out on you?
Yeah.
What happened there?
Our refrigerator went out, man, and so
you had all this food.
A few days before Thanksgiving went out, so we contacted went to a repair refrigerator appliance place, bought a refrigerator, they delivered it, on like Monday. No, it was Tuesday. Thanksgiving was Thursday. Delivered it on Wednesday.
Okay.
And hour after they left, refrigerator stopped working.
Oops.
So we had this little small refrigerator that, basically just a beverage fridge. We're putting all kind of stuff in that fridge, You
got a little college dorm refrigerator, right?
Basically, little dorm refrigerator. It was like the engine that could. I think I can. No, it couldn't.
It wasn't happening, right? Yeah.
No, in a place that by the time we called it, they were closed, and then man, didn't get a refrigerator repaired until yesterday. At least they came out on Sunday and said, "Hey, we're back." They apologized and everything. And got it in. But yeah, so
hey, it all worked out though, didn't it?
All worked out in the end. Couldn't keep any food, but I had to throw it all away. But it worked out.
That's probably not a bad thing. Usually, like you get all that leftover and you keep eating, and it takes you a while to burn those calories, right?
Hey man, you know what? That is not an issue. I'm not much of a food guy, so it was never really. But I am a dessert guy, so I am usually looking forward to the desserts during the holidays.
Okay.
Oh yeah. The meat, the vegetables, and all that. Whatever. Give me the dessert.
Give me the pies. Yeah.
I want pies, cobbler, cakes, cookies, whatever. All
that. There you go. Yeah. So good. It sounds like you had a pretty good Thanksgiving. So
yeah, man, it was a blessing. A lot of things to be thankful for, despite everything that has gone on. During the pandemic and everything, and COVID and everything. We still all have a lot of reasons to be thankful, and I was definitely that.
Absolutely. So, well, hey, thanks for being on the show again.
Always.
We're kind of doing
every day if you want, man. And every day. You need a sidekick. I can just hop on the side.
There you go. Hey, I'm all right with that. So
let's do it. That's cool.
So, we're kind of doing. This is like a little bit of a follow-up series. Okay. So. We've been talking to you a little bit about trading currency, and you were going to do this last time we talked to this Thanksgiving Trade-A-Thon where you went down and you're feeding like 200 people or something like that. I mean, that's crazy. So tell us, first off, tell us again. Let's back up and why you were doing. What's the Trade-A-Thon all about? Like, why? So, and you were doing this before. Like, you weren't just doing this because you're trading currency. You were raising money and using your own money in the past years, right?
Yeah, exactly. And see, the whole thing was it all stemmed from giving, period. So this was just when I was just doing real estate, which I still do now. And then we would feed we do like 100 turkeys a year for the family. So we bless 100 families. But the scenario was collecting donations from those from the community, as well as just putting my own money into it from the company. But then when I started trading currency, just realized, hey, you know what? We came up with this whole concept we call it smart money principle. Opposed to working for it, we trade for it. And so the deal was like, hey, opposed to having to ask the community to help, which is not a problem. And then we have a lot of people in organizations that are gung-ho to doing that. Yeah. We just said, hey, we can show the power of this skill set of trading currency, of when a few of us with this skill set come together and what we can do. And so we said we're going to host a Trade-A-Thon in which we go live on Facebook and we trade for the money, and we allow people to come on and to see. And our goal was to raise $5,000 to purchase the turkey. We teamed up with a nonprofit organization, Nehemiah program here in St. Louis, and they were an awesome help because we raised the money, which we donated to them, and then they purchased the turkey from El Rey Foods, is another awesome company here. And then it was just a collaborative effort, but the core was of just using the skill set of currency trading to raise the money without having to get donations. And I think was basically showing people, hey, if we can do this for an organization, guess what you can do for your organization or your church, your community efforts, simply your household with currency trading. And so that was the goal, man, and we pulled it off. So the initial goal was 5,000. All right, we actually raised 4, and we were fine with that because I had some buffer in there. We had some room in there. And what it was is that I brought myself and a couple of the currency traders on, and we did it. And the difficult thing about it was that there was no way to predict what would go on during the Trade-A-Thon. We didn't know what the market would do. If the market was just a slow day, then it's like, oh man, we could be sitting here, like watching paint dry, But if the market gave us a little push, then we can get some momentum and we can make some money. So during the process, we made it during the Trade-A-Thon, but we actually hit goal after the Trade-A-Thon. And the trade we was going for like 3 hours, and so great. And so now
wait a minute. Did you just say you only done this for 3 hours?
Yeah. It went from 9 to 12. 9 p.m.
Within that 3 hours, you were doing some trades and you guys raised like over 4,000.
We hit the 4 after the 3 hours, but we went strong in there during that time period. So they were happy. And so now from that, for us, it was just part of it also was a test to see, hey, one, I mean, we never did it before. First time I'd ever seen it done before.
Yeah.
And we said, hey, will this work? And it said, it's like, hey, let's do it to find out. There's nothing to it but to do it. If not, we just ask for donations like we used to. But when we did that, I mean, we said, hey, this is an awesome way to do 2 things. One, to a philanthropic endeavor, and then also exposure. Let people know. We had over 2,000 plus views during that time period. And so people got to see the skill set in action. And then also people got the opportunity to connect with us and say, hey, we got people saying, hey, I see the power in this. I want to learn this. And, and we start, we share with them and get them on the track of education and learning with the Academy.
Absolutely. That's cool. Awesome.
And now, Gary, I want to give you an exclusive. This is the exclusive
right here on this show.
Right here on Ask the Expert. Our next is what we're doing is that we're bringing now that was like 4 of us basically. We're bringing 50 currency trades together, and our goal is to raise $1 million.
Wow!
Right? So it's not going to be in 3 hours. All right, we've got a much longer time here. All right, so this is going to be a longer time, but our goal is we're putting it all together. and we're truly going to show two things once again. We're going to bless some amazing charities, do some things out there in the community, and we're going to show people how you can really use this skill set of currency trading to do some awesome things. And so we're still putting it together. It's going to start 2021. It's probably going to run for most of the year. And we'll hit that goal. And so, and you see, I'm always setting up another reason to come back on the show.
Yeah.
That's just my leeway back into the show.
There you go. Hey, we'll love to have you back. So
cool.
Now, so this $1 million, like, so you're going to do it all in 2021, you said?
2021, yeah.
Now, is it for like next Thanksgiving, or is it like, do you have
no? So of course we'll do the turkey giveaway again. We may raise it up to 300 families at that time. But the actual goal, and we're in the team, and we're still putting this together, is because we've had some awesome, like I said, some awesome things that are branching off from the Trade-A-Thon concept.
Mm-hmm.
But for that alone, just as far as the trading aspect, the goal is to raise $1 million, and we were looking to either bless either one particular charity with an amazing blessing, or divide it over several charities. And but places we were thinking we would definitely have a focus on children. So like St. Jude would be great, especially veterans. So we're definitely looking at some of the veteran organizations. And then of course real estate, so home ownership. So we want to bless. We may want to either bless some individuals with down payment assistance. We can spread that amount. But so we're going back and forth, and the goal is that we're not just going to do one. So all these things, the ones that I'm mentioning, will come into play at some point in time. But the initial thing is that we're definitely going to keep rolling with this. And like I said, we will hit our goal.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, well, can you break down like a little bit like how you guys were actually raising this money and how you're using the currency trading to get that? Can you break that down a little bit, or?
Yeah. So pretty much literally the way we raised it is that we were going into the market and trading currency. So there's two types of currency trading that we do. One is forex, foreign exchange, and just the basis of currency trading. So that's trading the U.S. dollar versus other currencies, and there's like over 80 currency pairs you can trade, and then there's cryptocurrencies, which adds more. There's gold and metals, and then top performing companies. And so we do that basically using our cell phone. Pretty much the guys and gals who are trading, a lot of them several was on their phone, someone on a laptop. And the key to it is that it all comes from the educational platform that we learned it from. So we took that, popped in the market, and start trading. So just like for someone who trades stock during the day, we do it with currency. So we're not opposed to buying into companies and sitting and holding it. We're literally trading money. So that day we went into the market and we just literally start trading money and different. So I said there was two. So that day we didn't trade currency pairs basically because it's a slower a process, a slower movement, less volatile as far as in it. So what we did was trade what's called HFX, high frequency forex. So put it in this plan. So if forex had a cousin that was on crack, that would be high frequency trading because it moves like it moves crazy. And that's really what we call it. We call it forex on crack because it is just so it is basically you can make money in minutes is what we do. And so anything coming in as a beginner, you can learn the high frequency skill set, which is more of a direction what we trade because, like I said, the volatility, the movement in it, and that allows and presents an opportunity for us to make money quicker. And we do this in our trading sessions. We bring people on, we show them, you get to see it live and you get to see how the benefit of it. And so that was the way in which we were able to do it in such a short time period, and even after to really keep it going. Otherwise, it would have been like the old Jerry Lewis telethons, like 24 hours. So, we knew that people would want to stay for 24 hours. So we just went in let's go with our best foot forward. And so we did high frequency, and which is amazing, which is still part of forex, is just a faster pace, and that was the key to the success. That was it.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. Excuse me if I'm getting a little personal on this, but how much money did you guys have involved in the currency exchange at the beginning to where you raised the 4,000 and so forth, and then you obviously got your money back and so forth. So because this is above and beyond, you put 1,000 in.
Right.
So
good question.
Yeah.
So each person, each trader was funded with a $300 account. So it had to grow that $300 into it. So initially, the initial goal was that each person had to at least the goal was each trader had to make $1,000 at minimum, and then that hit us at that 4. So that was over the 300, and so and that was the goal. And like I said, the big ups to Busy, Jaleesa, Javon, and Stevenson, and everyone who participated, because it allowed that they made it happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so again, like I said, it wasn't like, hey, we put thousands of dollars into it. It was a small amount, and we grew it up from there. Also, Gary, I have an update from first time I was on here. I think that you asked me a question, said what was my best day in Forex?
Yeah, I did.
And I think that at that point in time, it was like $4,200. All right. So I have a much better day in Forex from then. And I took $1,000 account, and in a matter of 24 hours, I grew it up to $29,000 on that.
$29,000.
$29,000. Yeah.
From $1,000.
From $1,000 trading Forex. Forex.
That's phenomenal.
Last month. Huh?
Last month. That is awesome.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you. Unfortunately, it's not every day.
Yeah.
But it has happened, and truthfully, man, I know people and heard of people who've done even way more than that in that time period, or even just have done amazing things. So this is definitely not and I don't want anyone to understand, this is definitely not, hey, a get rich quick type of thing. This is actual learning. The learning comes first, you know. And just like with us in real estate, we had to learn, you have to learn some things first,
Yep.
And then and once having the education, learning this skill set, it opens the opportunity for you to have some awesome days. I tell my mentees, and again too, here's another one. I think the first, when we had like 5 that I would say, now we're up to like 20, that we're sharing this with, and sharing more. So anybody want to reach out to me, reach out. But I share with them, hey, you come and get the education, and the money will come, and that's the goal. Education on this makes a strong, confident, and profitable trader.
Awesome. What are some new trading tips? So, like, for when you first was on the show months ago, I mean, I can't even remember exactly. It's been several months now, 6 months or more. What's something that you've learned from there till now, and so forth?
I would say, you're always evolving as a trader. You learn a lot about yourself. I think at the beginning, I told you, I really realized I had some gambling in me. I had a gambling trait. But I tell you what I've been working on. And that is truly just discipline. This industry, because, like I said, this is a $6 trillion a day industry. And when you're trading, what you mainly see is money. You see the potential of money, and you see the potential loss of money.
Yeah.
But bottom line, you see how money, how easy it is sitting back from your phone of being able to make it happen. We had over 40 million people who were unemployed from this pandemic.
Yeah.
But guess who weren't unemployed? Was the currency trades, because just when the economy was going that bad, when we had everyone, couldn't move anywhere, we could still sit here and make money from our cell phone, and we were.
Yep.
And so in that, for me, it was just a matter of just continuously working on the discipline because of Rio. In regards of going in this market, and that's one of those things that it takes time. Some people, it takes years just to continue to, not to go over leverage your account, not to where we really practice risk management. and not to say, hey, I can see if I move my amount up to this much, I can make more. It's like, nah, don't do that. Keep it down here. And so for me, that's what I would say as far as not necessarily learning, but continuously practicing. Because there's always something to learn. There's always new software coming up, and technology grows, the industry grows, and the ability to do it grows.
Yeah. So kind of a play on my same question. What did you learn from this Trade-A-Thon for Thanksgiving that will help you grow your currency business?
Let's see. Really, one thing I just learned is how many people were interested in it. Like I said, we didn't do anything, let's say, new per se as far as what we do. Because when we did the Trade-A-Thon, it was basically what we do on a day-to-day. We were just exposing others to it.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I saw is just, how many people, like I said, we had over 2,000 views. And for me, that was great. It's like if we threw a party and 2,000 people came. Pretty cool party, right?
Yeah.
And so without the cleanup, but it was so it just really showed me how much of the interest is still out there. How many people really don't know about this, because everybody, if you have a US dollar in your pocket, or wherever people are watching this from, if you have your country's currency in your pocket, you're participating in it. You're just not benefiting from it. Yeah. And so, like I said, we got so many people reaching out saying, hey, what is this? Or they just came across a page and they really didn't know, and they never heard of it. They didn't know. And it's still just a large amount who don't know and hadn't had the experience in it. And so, like I said, that's part of the goal of exposure and letting them know and letting them see.
Okay. Very cool. What's your next move for 2020 with trading currency?
2020 or 21?
No, let's. How are you going to finish out 2020?
I'm done with currency. I'm not touching currency anymore. No, I'm just kidding. You know what, man? Right. 2021, right about this time of year, typically with the holidays, the markets start moving kind of slow. So we'll still go in. Like I said, we're really focusing on this HFX, because, like I said, I initially started this doing just regular Forex. So the team and I were focusing on high frequency trading. What's up, traders? Then we're focusing on high frequency trading, just really getting good at that, because in the academy we have some amazing currency traders who are really teaching and sharing it. So that's it. So I'm really been a student for the next I would say until January. I'm back in the books, man.
You're still learning, yeah.
I'm still learning, man. And there's never a day where you shouldn't stop, but shouldn't stop. But so that's for me. So as far as making money, I'm not so much really focused on, hey, trying to grow the account as much as I am as trying to get better at the other side of the high frequency, and then set up 2021, because, like I said, we're starting January 1. We're January 2, because the markets are closed on the 1st. We're starting the Trade-A-Thon for the year, and to raise that $1 million, and then also we're just exposing more people and to grow the business, because, like I said, there's a mentor side of this, and I'm trying to grow this and get it for as many guys and gals that are possible. So that's really the focus. 2021, 2020 is kind of in the books right now.
Yeah, awesome. So how do you deal with taxes on the profits and stuff that you make on trading currency? Like say the $29,000 that you made.
So you got to pay it. you
can't get away from it, huh?
I mean, so it's just like any business. Way my trading is set up, companies, I'm set up under LLC. So I'll get taxed as a business. And there's actually two sides to this. There's foreign brokers and there's domestic brokers, and that really depends on which side you're on. If you're with the foreign brokers, they don't send a thing, but for us, we really focus on really getting with the U.S. brokers, because taxes help the country and economy, so we pay that way. So yeah, it's just like any business, but there's just a process you have to go through to get set up as an LLC, as a corporation to do it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So I'm just I'm really an employee who's here trading these days.
Yeah. Hey, without giving too much legal advice, obviously, what do you recommend an LLC versus like a C corp or within the currency or?
Yeah, that's what we were advised to do. We do that, and like I said, no attorney for every person there is different. Probably even every state you live in is different. But that's what we were advised is the best way, especially on the status. I'm not big at. Get bigger, then maybe I might switch over. But as of right now, that was just the perfect entity to be.
Now, do you have to set up an LLC or a business to?
No,
Okay.
you do not. You can just do this strictly as an individual, and then just you'll get the your broker will send you your 1099, at the end, and you can pay your taxes according to, But like I said, there's two different sides. The U.S. broker will send it, and the foreign broker will not. There's just when you're dealing with some of the foreign brokers. They're in a whole nother country, and if something goes wrong and you don't get your money, who you gonna call? But yeah.
So
yeah, I would advise anybody, to check with your CPA or tax advisor to figure out what's best for you.
Yeah, great advice. So I mean, same with like on the real estate side.
Yeah.
Got to talk to those CPAs. It's going to be best, figure out what's going to be best for you guys. And so, yeah. What's any new exciting things coming to the currency world besides the Trade-A-Thon for 2021?
You know what? It is ever changing. We don't know. We've got a new president, so we can't say what's going to happen, how the markets are going to react. I think it's going to be a great year. With the changing of the guards, the market has seemed to react favorably so far. And so we're going to, versus the stock as well as the currency markets. So I think my forecast would be nothing new in particular, because like I said, every day is different based on news that happens. One day, Monday can be Tuesday can be totally different from Monday because something in the world happened, and there's but so as far as what we couldn't say, but I believe there's going to be a good year coming up, because like I said, it's already showing right now.
Yeah, you kind of bring up a really good point, Rio. And you mentioned presidents change and stuff like that. Did you know? I mean, I know you're in on a day-to-day basis a lot of times on the currency. Did you notice like a big change the day of election or within the week of election?
So here's crazy. I mean, the day of election. So here's the thing about it. Stock market was closed as the election was going through. So at 5 p.m. New York time is closed, right? Well, the currency market is 24 hours. Yeah. So we were seeing the effect of basically the response. So as the television was saying, where the numbers were, the markets were in essence kind of reacting according to it. It was spiking. It was going up, going down. But for the most part, it was going in a positive direction. Okay. And in truth and matter, it actually started before the election, probably about 2 weeks before, is where we really start seeing a lot of movement. Which is when I had when I had my best day, was during that time period right before the election. And then after that, the day of the election and going, a lot of currency traders made some pretty good money because we could just ride that wave. Again, we make money whether it's going up or down. And so if it was going up, we were making money. If it was going down, we were making money. So but we definitely saw that and got to see it, and it kind of mellowed out. Let's say within a few days after, it kind of went back to normal. I wouldn't say back to normal, but kind of leveled out a little bit.
More of a norm.
Yeah, more than normal. Yeah, but we definitely saw it, especially like I said. Normally this time of year, when you get closer to the holidays, the markets kind of slow down. They don't move as much, but because it was election year, it really moved. Yeah.
Now, question back on your 29,000. So you obviously you're watching your account and it's rising up. When do you know when to like stop and like pull your money, or before it goes back down?
Yeah, and that's the thing I'm working on. Because the market you're 1,000, now you're at 10,000. You're like, okay, do I just let it ride? Am I gambling? Like, how does? And you know what? That really depends on what your plan is. The goal is I will be full disclosure, for candidacy. I did not have a plan that day because I really wasn't planning on trading that much that day. But as they say, it just got good to me. It got good to me. And so, but ideally, there's a point in where you just want to pull out. You take some and you keep enough in it to be able to trade certain lot sizes, because the amount that you're able to put into the market determines upon what you have in your account. And then that time period was just a great idea to have a decent amount in there to be able to pull, certain amount of money. I mean, it was ridiculous. I was doing trades, and within a matter of 10 minutes, I'd be up like $5,000 or something like that, and like that was based on, because it was just like, as they say, the stars align. Mm-hmm. That was because the stars were aligned. And when I say I was up $5,000, I may have had like maybe about, and it's hard for those who don't understand, it's like $10 into the market, and run it up to $5,000. But the stars were aligning that day, so I was keeping a decent amount in there. But again, I built it up, and then the market give it, the market take it. So the market took some back, and that's when the point, like, all right, I'm good. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. But again, it's for every person, it's different. Some people, their trading is, I make money and then I pull it out because they might want to pay their bills and things with it, which is great. They may, hey, I'm putting this aside to savings, and others say, hey, I'm going to keep this because I want to get to a certain amount in my account to be able to trade, and make bigger trades.
Yeah. Now, like when you see that happening on your account, and it's within minutes, you're like at $5,000 or $10,000 or whatnot. Do you pour more money into your account? Like, oh man, like I need to put another $1,000 in there to get more.
No.
Is that something that
No, you don't have to. It's giving you enough of it. You don't have to put more in. You just make more, as they say. That's it. It's right. It's different from us when we're investing. Like, man, I want to turn this wall out, whatever. Now you got to throw money at it. With the market, it's like, hey, if you've got enough in there and it's making it, you've got this. Your account is growing. You have enough sitting there to just continue to grow it. And that's what we do. So we just keep trading, at a point of time, it's not, for most people, it's not a good idea just to keep going, because like I said, the market give it and the market will take it away. So they're considered a stopping point, but you don't have to keep feeding the beast. The beast feeds itself, it truly does.
Yeah. It really does. All right. Yeah. I don't know if you pay attention like on my like Facebook page, but recently, over the years, I've been teaching my kid like real estate in like the cash flow game and understanding that. And one of the things he's actually, what's that?
I'm always on your page, stalking you.
So he's recently bumped up to the adult version, and he's only 9, and he's like kicking my butt at this game, And so one of the things he's pushing for right now is like, hey, I want to get into the stock market and so forth as well. Like, so we're trying to diversify and everything. Is there like a kid version of currency, like not necessarily like education one, yes, but also like, is there a way for a young kid to get in as well?
So definitely a way for them to learn. Like, even with and I'm gonna give you 2 when I say this. There's definitely a way for them to learn, but anyone to actually participate have to be 18 to actually start trading.
Okay.
But at 9, can you start learning? Yes. For instance, like our academy, there's no age enrollment. I mean, you can be whatever age and learn, and learn from basic watching videos to going on to live training sessions, and even as a kid, because the whole goal is that the thing is that to make it less intimidating, because it's not an intimidating thing, is we dumb it down, dumb it down to where basically a 5th grader can do this. And I'm going to tell you, there's some trading 5th graders out there killing it, right? Under their parents' name, whatever. But the deal is that our academy definitely has it one. Then there's also some resources like on YouTube. There's videos to watch. I believe there's one, I think it was called Baby Pips as one, where it's kind of like designed for, either where it's just really dumbed down or it's just or just for younger kids to do. because that's the whole key to this, because you hit right on the point. The whole goal of, like, with real estate and with currency trading is to take the information and pass it down.
Yeah.
Pass it to the kids, because here's the truth of the matter. Gary Jr. starts trading currency and starts learning now.
Yep.
He's how old is he?
He's 9.
9. By the time he's legally able to do it, this kid will, I mean, hey, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. He has real estate. He has Ask the Expert, the new version with him.
Yeah.
And currency trading. Come on,
Yep.
I mean, he'd kill the game, and that's one of the things we really promote, is for parents to learn this and let your kids see it, because the truth of the matter, they're probably going to be better at it because they're growing up with this right here, and this is the key, which is really making it easy. They this is a part of them, and so yeah, I would say that to answer your question.
Well, yeah, and one of the things that we're trying to distill into him is, take money, invest it, and then buy the stuff you want on the profits. And so you kind of always have your money, right?
Exactly.
And so I think this could be potentially a really good way for him to, if you say he wants a car at 16, put a little bit of money in and he starts trading or whatnot. It's just like real estate. He buys a real estate property and gets a monthly payment or enough money by the time he's 16, he buys his car. And we can even dumb it down even smaller than that. He wants to get a PlayStation. All right.
Right.
He takes trading and then he goes and buys, whatever big toy, toy or whatever he wants,
With a small account, the average person, whatever age, can, just for the basic essentials, just your basic desires, a PlayStation, a nice vacation out, some clothes, pay a bill, cell phone, stuff like that.
Yep.
It is so realistic to how you can do it, and it's so amazing the amount of time that it doesn't take to be profitable, to really make the pay. But again, it all starts like in the beginning, getting the education. It takes some time for you to get education, but also the things in it. If you're teamed up with the right team, the right academy, and everything, you have the opportunity to earn as you learn it. With our HFX, we have live trading sessions that go on almost every day of the week. Well, not every day. The market is closed on Friday, Saturday, but let's say from Sunday through Friday morning, we have a live trading session for the average person who's just brand new, just enrolled in the academy. Yeah. They can actually start making money by taking the trade suggestions that are going on in the trading sessions at that time. Yeah. We have like 10 to 12,000 people at times on one trading session, and they're all in the market going based off what the educator is saying to do, and we're just copycats. Yeah. So if someone even at Gary's age and learning this, or someone in their 70s, someone new, a single mom, a dad who's working all these hours, coming in to learn the skill set in the beginning, just one making a decision, and then at the basics, copy and pasting what those who are already proven successful are doing. Like Tony Robbins said, you want to be successful, find someone that is successful and copy what they're doing. All right.
Absolutely.
That's the principle, and that's the model that we present in this. We have this whole team approach that, hey, we leave no trader behind. We're going to learn how to do it independently, but until you get it, just do what we do. Do what we do and profit, Yeah.
Let's not reinvent the wheel.
Exactly. It's just round. Just keep going around. And that's exactly how it works, man. So I am excited for the younger generation to learn this, to see this, because like I said, the word work, the word boss can be taken out of their vocabulary. But like, what's a boss? A job? They don't want to work anyway. The problem is they just don't have a plan what to do. Yeah. Exactly. This is this is one of, because there's different ways to be successful, but this can be one of those awesome things to do for them.
Very cool. Yeah. So, hey, we're hitting our 40-minute mark. I want to go much longer, but like, what is like that one last golden nugget that you want to leave people with currency trading. I mean, you're like a wealth of knowledge on this stuff, Rio, and you're living it on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
And we love having you on the show. I mean, people are contacting me like every week, like, hey, how's that currency guy going? And so,
well, first, and for those people, I say, well, hit that currency guy up and ask me how it's going. Right?
Yeah. First of all, tell them how to get a hold of you. Like,
learn. Have a website. You guys can find me on Facebook. Rio McGee. One. Website is learn2tradeforex.com. Learn the number 2 trade the number 4x.com. There it is right there.
It's on the bottom screen.
Yeah.
I'm just going to remove all my pretty graphics.
Hey, you move all your stuff out the way, Gary. Come on, get out of the way.
Here, let me do it.
There we go. Right there, we like that. See, learn to see that right there. Wait, right here. Wait, right there. I don't know, wherever it is. Right there. So do that.
There you go.
I couldn't find it.
It's the Rio show now.
Now they see. But yeah, so that's one way. I'm definitely either myself or one of my mentees that they can definitely talk to you and help. But my thing would be this: currency trading has been going on for over 500 years. Don't let the next 5 days go by without you benefiting from it. Your banks have been benefiting from it every day from you. That's what they're doing. They're taking your money and they're putting it into the market. So why don't you do the same thing and be BYOB, be your own bank. And learn how to trade. That's what I say. And then take that information and pass it on. Pass it on to your family. Pass it on to your community, to your church, or whatever organization. As you can see what we did with the Trade-A-Thon. So that would be my advice. 2021, everyone's making New Year's resolutions. Make a financial resolution, of self-improvement of yourself and finances, and learn how to trade. And get what you're going. Here we go. That's it.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
awesome.
it.
Now, is there any books or anything that you recommend for learning to trade?
Yeah, there are tons of them, and man, I actually just had what is the Art of the Trade was one. Art of the Trade, man, it was one I just downloaded, and I'm not going to remember it in time. So
you got like on Audible or what?
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. I'm not a book reader. If I read a book, I'm snoozing. So I'm straight Audible, and you can listen to it right on Audible. But that's a good one. And then if you just go on, you just put on Forex. You're gonna see currency trading. You're gonna see quite a few. Most of them are the best ones. I will tell you this are not how to trade, but it's more so the discipline of trading. All right, those are the ones that if you want to look at it. Look at that, the mentality of trading. The how to trade, some of the, depending on the books, the strategies may be old or it may not even work anymore. But the mentality behind it, the discipline and the focus and just the mindset, bottom line, the mindset are the ones you really want to read, because those are the ones that help you improve it.
Awesome. So now, a couple, I'm taking this a little bit longer probably, but
hey,
how long have you been trading? How long have you been trading, Rio?
How long have I been trading? Surprisingly, I didn't start trading till this year.
So 2020.
2020. I started trading 2020, and I was introduced to it. My father used to trade, so I've been introduced to it many years ago, and I started learning. It was hard headed and just didn't focus on it. And I went more towards the real estate direction. I know it, no regrets. And then I really got serious. And last year, 2019, is when I actually enrolled into the academy, and I was a dropout. I was a academy dropout. I dropped out of the academy, and it was the worst thing I could have done, because by now we could be doing the $1 million this year, But right. But so really, I tell you, I really got serious 2020, and 2021 is really going to be the year. I'm still a student. I'm still learning. I'm still I'm a mentor as well, because I do have a lot of knowledge, but there's still more out there for me to acquire and be like a sponge and then sprinkle it on them and just let it go. But yeah.
Now, I do got to ask you a question. The two TVs behind your head, like when I see like stock traders and stuff, they got all these monitors and stuff on their desk, right? I mean, do you have that stuff, like to trade currency?
So 2 things. Answer is yes. The other thing is that this is just for show. That's all this is. I don't use this. I'm just be honest with you guys. This is just for show. When I come on stuff like this, when I'm doing YouTube stuff, just to show.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, Gary. The truth of the matter is, 90% of my trading is right on this. You know, they
Really?
have a new phone that's coming out, and it kind of like it does like this, where like you have like a top screen and you have the bottom. I'm going to get that phone because I'm able to trade. And the reason why I do that because I'm traveling, I'm moving, whether I'm traveling while I'm out of state or I'm just moving around the city. I'm on projects. I'm still rehabbing. I've got a rehab where I got to go to today, and I'll be trading while I'm there, you know, or en route to there. I might set a trade and drive there.
Yeah. Now pay attention to where you're driving now.
I said I will set a trade and drive there, and then check it when I get there. But yeah, and that's where most of it. These monitors right here. Usually when I'm looking at these monitors when I'm taking a class, and I'm looking at the class up there, and I'm looking at the trading actually online. So
yeah,
but yeah, but these can be used.
Yeah, what's the benefit of the two screens though? Like, what does that help you do?
So, for instance, one screen could have I can have like this right here is a chart. This is actually like price. So when we're talking price, when we're saying the valuation of money, it was up and then it went down, right? So on one side, I can watch that. On the other screen, I can have an indicator that helps me to kind of help me determine what's going on with price. It may say might be the strength of it, you know, whether it's overbought, oversold. So I can have different indicators, and opposed to just having a small screen and having it all jumping up on one, I can have it on different screens. And that's what a lot of times. And then others, you know, some of the stock guys are looking at different stock. They'll have, you know, different stuff pulled up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
And here's
like what these stock traders. I mean, you see them all the time. That's got like 6 monitors on their desk. You know?
And man, hey, you know what? Hey, if they're making money if it helps them make money, it makes sense. I don't need that many. We don't, you know, as currency trading, we don't have to have that many. Usually 2 is great. 2 is great. 1 for price, and then 1 for your indicators is good. But like I said, I just have as you can see, I have 2 of these and 2 phones, and I like the on the go thing. And here's the other thing, a misconception. People think, oh man, you guys are going to be, you know, I have to sit in front of that chart all day. You know, well, here's first and foremost, you sit all day at your job, but you don't, you complain about that? You know, but
you're probably making more money currency.
Right. And guess what? I don't have to leave home if I want to. But the truth of the matter is that I'm not in front of these charts all day. I mean, like right now, I'm not sitting in front of these charts watching this. I'm sitting here enjoying this conversation with you. You know, and I could be in trades right now, but we spend less time in front of just looking at that screen than most, and it's really just dependent upon what your trading style is.
Okay. Yeah. What kind of other styles are there, I guess?
So, well, not only are there different things to trade, but like for instance, the styles are like if you're a scalper, you know, scalpers are pretty much those are like your day traders. They're like in and out, you know, getting in, as we call it, getting the bag. They're getting in and getting the bag. Then you have your swing traders where they're more of a position trader. They might, you know, go in. They might be more a longer term period. Might go into a next day or something like that. You know, so you'll find out that trading really there's a personality to trading, and it usually goes based off of your personality. You know, if you're a person that's a little more conservative, you know, more, I would probably say more patient. Let me just be real. If you're more patient, you know, you're probably more of a swing trader. You know, go a little longer position. You know, if you're like I want to get it right now, and I would admit to say I am that person. I want it right now. And then I want to go. I want to go do something else after it. You know.
Now, do they change as they go through? Like at the beginning, maybe you're really cautious on like losing money, but then later down the road, like do they change the way their style goes? The more they learn.
You know what? I say people. I would say truthfully, I think scalpers eventually settle down and then just start swinging trading. You know, because once you get to the point, and then too, it depends on what you're trading. So, for example, like I said, Forex is one side, HFX is a much faster pace. So HFX is more of a scalping style because you're going in based on a time period. You might go in for a minute or 2, 3, 5 minutes. You can go up to 30 minutes where you're in that trade and then you're out. But that's more of a scalping type of a thing. But that's the way. So you would do that as long as you're in your HFX career would do that. So if you trade for the rest of your life, you're a scalper basically, and you may never trade. But also you just might scalp the HFX, but on the regular currency pair trades, you just might go for longer positions because your sandwiches ride this out for however long a period it plays out. So you know, people can typically you know, that's the beauty of it. You can fluctuate. There's no set that you have
You
to
can do whatever
this.
you want.
Right. You can just like, hey, you can be a landlord, you can be a rehabber, you can be a wholesaler. You know, it's the same. You can go back and forth. You can choose, and that's the awesome thing about this too. You have options. You have options, and it grows with you. You know, it is whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, Rio, you broke another record on our show. Just to let you know.
Hey, man, that's what I aim to do. To break record. The time.
The longest show we've had all year. And
hey, man, come on, everybody, give it up for us. I didn't hear that last one. What'd you say?
I said I won't even let you go. I just keep asking questions. You got me involved in this.
Hey, my agent said I can sit here as long as I want to, man. Hey, I don't work a job, Gary. So I'm either at a job site, I'm in a project site, or I'm here trading. So I'm cool. Whatever you want to do, man.
Yeah. We should have started this mini trade-a-thon. Like we should have started at the beginning. Like throw some money in a pocket.
Yeah, you know what, and you know what, that would have been a good idea. You know what? Hey, my hope and prayer is that there will be a next time. And then when we do that next time, that's what we'll do. The hope we'll do is to do a live trade. Or maybe I'll bring one of the other
couple other traders on.
Yeah, currency traders on, and we can show high frequency, you know, because it goes like right about now. It's perfect time for it because we're still in the New York session. So great time. So next time we do it, I'll see if we can go get a live trading session going.
Yeah, that'll work. That'd be awesome.
That'd be dope. That'd be really dope.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So, all right, sir. I know we've went way over. We're probably killing everybody here.
That's all good.
Hey, this is awesome. I love it. So, as always, Rio, you're awesome. I appreciate your wealth of knowledge and definitely the expert on currency trading. So I look forward to the next show, man.
Yet, but we're working on it. I'm getting there. There.
So
but I appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate it. Have a great day, and I will see you soon, man.
All right, brother.
Thank you, sir.
You got it. Awesome.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in, and we'll see you next Monday.